Hello and welcome to this basic science class for chiropractors. Today we're going to talk about two very important parts of the brain, the prefrontal cortex and the cerebellum. To start off with, I'm going to explain how the brain perceives what is happening inside our bodies and how the brain perceives what is happening outside of us and in the world around us. Because what we're discovering from research is that your spine plays an important role in this process. So the way your brain works influences how your brain perceives what is happening both inside you and in the world around you. These two important parts of your brain, prefrontal cortex and the cerebellum, are both known as multimodal integration centers. So we're going to talk about what that is and then introduce you to these two parts of the brain. Because other research studies have shown that when a chiropractor adjusts your spine, we know these changes are happening in both the prefrontal cortex and in the cerebellum. Just so you know where these two parts of the brain are, the prefrontal cortex sits here, right behind your forehead, and the cerebellum is right at the back and the bottom of your brain, just where your skull meets your spine. These two brain centers are the ones that integrate lots of different sensory information so your brain can make sense of all that information and make decisions about what to do next. So the prefrontal cortex and the cerebellum both play a key role in creating your brain's internal and external reality, how you perceive what is going on inside you and outside of you. And we know that chiropractic adjustments can influence these two parts of the brain when we adjust vertebral subluxations. Pretty amazing, if you ask me. Now, it might still seem a bit strange that the spine has anything to do with this, so let me explain that first. Now, I'm sure you're all aware that you have a nose, eyes, a tongue, ears, and skin that can sense what is happening outside of your body. If you're touched, the skin sends messages to your brain. If there's a particular smell in the air, your nose sends messages to the brain. Your eyes are always sending messages to the brain about what they see, and so on with tastes and sounds and smells. But interestingly, there are also these little blue boxes down the bottom here, which represent other senses, so that we know what is happening inside our body. There are small sensors all over your body that monitor body parts' temperature. There are also a bunch of chemical sensors all over your body that monitor your oxygen levels or your pH levels, or other bits and pieces.